And we're back with the Altima. So I know I said I wasn't going to make any more videos on the Altima, but I lied. So we're going to be going on a 5,000 mile journey with the Altima. And we're going to be driving it down to Key West from Wisconsin. Southern Wisconsin down to Key West. It's about 1,600 miles each way, maybe more. A little bit of riding around back, or driving around up and down, left and right. We should be at about 5,000 miles. Yes, I do have the BMW. Yes, it's newer, more comfy. I should probably take that one, but I'm not going to because why not? I initially rented a car, and I was like, you know what? Instead of spending $1,000 on the rental car, why not put some of that money into the Altima? So we have fresh pads, fresh rotors. That control arm, both sides have been replaced, and the sway bar links. So that little vibration I had on and off, oh, that's gone. She rides straight, she steers straight, oh my God, she hasn't driven this good in like 2 years. There's nothing wrong with her currently except for four things. Four things are wrong with her currently. One, that fog light doesn't work. But I have a replacement already. I replaced that one a while ago, and that one went. I should have replaced them at the same time. I didn't. Learn your lesson, people. That one's also covered in duct tape, so that's going to be a pain in the ass to get to. Because that plastic panel broke off down there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's all duct tape. So, I don't know. That's issue number one. Not a big deal. Issue number two. The exhaust has a rattle coming from it. And I thought it was a catalytic converter like crumbling itself to pieces, but it wasn't. It is actually, if you get down here, right, this piece right there, that exhaust piece that looks like a bunch of like thin metal like covering pieces. It's like a circle, like a clamp around it, and there's like a rectangle sticking out of it. Yeah, that rattles up and down because there's a crack in it. I don't know if you can see the crack in it. Right there, where it comes to this clean metal, and then right there, there's like clean metal, and then there's like movements. Yeah, that's cool. So we're going to try to fix that, but it rattles up and down when you start the car. And it's annoying, it's embarrassing. Only on cold starts. Right now it's dead quiet. We're back. Okay. The next thing. We'll go into the interior of the car for this next one. Oh, yes. So the next thing we have here is after 1,369 miles of... Okay, so the check engine light is for the P0420 code. I keep having the catalytic converter code. And, it comes and goes. It'll go for 1,000 miles. It'll come back. Currently, it was gone and just came back. It was gone for like 8,000 miles and then just came back 1,369 miles ago. So that's fun. And then the other issue that hasn't popped up as a check engine light yet is the transmission judder. Again, the transmission feels kind of sus once in a while. But whatever. We're gonna do another video while we're doing this. We're gonna try this one, this emission system thingy. I've tried Rizlone, I've tried Cataclean, and now we're gonna try CRC Guaranteed to Pass. It was on sale from $12 down to $7, and then when I went to check out, it was actually $5. So this is $5 for me. Doesn't hurt to try it, but we gotta go and get a full tank of gas first. Then you dump it in, and then you drive on that full tank of gas, and it should pass apparently. So we're gonna see. My code scanner will tell me if the car is, not only if the code is there or gone, but if it was driven enough to pass. So, ooh. Oh, daddy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow, it's a wagon. Anyway, so we're going to start driving there. And yeah, we're going to start driving there. Again, 5,000 miles. And it should be a good trip, and hopefully the Altima doesn't die on the way there. I'm really hoping the Altima doesn't die on the way there, but you know, it'll make for good content, I guess. Oh, also, I'm probably gonna take it on Tail of the Dragon. but only on the way back. That way it limits the amount of distress I'm in if the car actually does die. And I'm also mildly probably going to bring the title with me so that if it does die, I can just junk it wherever I am and rent a car. But we have snacks, we have clothes, we have suitcases, and we have CRC guaranteed to pass. So we're going to get some gas and start our journey. Maybe. I might take a little nap. I'm not 100% sure. I've been up for like 18 hours already. But I'll check back in with you guys later. Okay, so we're here with the Altima. She's completely out of gas. We're gonna do 87. We're gonna dump this in first, so it's full. I just opened it. Dump her in first, so that my brain tells me if you dump it in the bottom and then add gas to it, it'll mix. So we're gonna hope that works. And oh yeah. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There we go. So, just dumped a whole bottle of this. It says it goes into up to 16 gallons. If you use more than 16 gallons, use 2 bottles. This thing has an 18-gallon tank. It's probably gonna take 17 gallons, but we're just gonna call it a day. I think it'll be fine. And then while it's pumping, just so you guys can see, not turning her on, so don't yell at me. But, oh yeah, we're gonna reset the trip. So currently, guys, we are at 219,169 from the time we added the CRC. So we're gonna fill up the tank and then start our drive. This is about to be 99.8% highway driving. I'm gonna bring my code scanner. If it doesn't clear up the code by the next light, I'm going to delete the code and then continue driving to the second fill up, which is, they're probably gonna be 500 to 600 miles in between. Once we get to the second fill up, I'm gonna scan it again. If the code doesn't come back, of course, if the code comes back, oh well. If it stays gone, I'm gonna scan it again and see if it's been driven enough to also pass emissions, because this is what it says it does. It clears the code and helps you pass emissions. So we're gonna try that and see. Currently we have filled up $48 worth at 13.7 gallons. 13.7 gallons. We're already at 485 miles of range, so that's pretty good. 15 gallons. Oh, my knees. 15 gallons. 16 gallons. Told you guys, I know my car. 17 gallons. We're gonna do the TFL test, where we leave it for like 30 seconds-ish, and then try again. These deals are fire. Got another quarter of a gallon in there. Twist upwards, and there we go. 17.3 gallons, guys. Let's put the cap back on. So you guys can see we took 17 gallons. It says, use it for 16 gallons, but nice. We have 554 miles of range. As you can see, the check engine light is still there. Key battery is low. I just bought batteries for it, and I cleared the trip. So yeah, we're about to see if this actually works. If it works, perfect. What the hell are you doing, sir, with your piece of junk? I miss the old Pontiac. And I miss the old Saturn, when they made cheap, reliable, budget cars, and then they started just making junk. Those are the good days. But yeah, we're gonna continue on with our journey. The next time you see me, we'll be driving at nighttime, guys. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if this is round 3. This is the 3rd main chemical that is supposed to be used to clean out the catalytic converter and help you pass. CRC does say, again, you're supposed to be using it every 3,000 miles. We're gonna see, but let's clear this one, and let's, just for good measure, let's make them all zeroed out. So now you can see even my 3rd trip computer is at zeros. and we're gonna go from there, guys. So yeah, I'll check back in sometime in the near future, and I'll let you guys know what's going on with the car. Hopefully it works. Again, I have my code scanner that tells me not only if the code is gone or I can erase the code, but also if I've driven enough to pass emissions, if the whole system is good. Because you can clear the code and it could not pop up in the car, but if you didn't drive enough, like the first time when I did it with the other chemical, I think Cataclean, it would still fail the emissions because I didn't drive enough. So I drove more and then I came back and I passed. 83.8 miles a gallon. Excellent, excellent, guys, excellent, I wish. Okay, we'll be back in a little bit. Update time, YouTube. So we're currently 79.2 miles in. And if you notice, the check engine light is gone. Came over here to urinate and started the car, and it is gone. So, 79 miles. We lost the check engine light. It's a good sign. It's a good sign, people. We'll see how long that lasts, so we'll remember this. 79 miles, it went away. We will see how long it stays away. A couple thousand more miles to go. And we're back with the Altima, guys. So we're currently in Indianapolis, and I want to show you guys. This is an update to the video I took last night when the sun was down. At the time we had like 80 miles since I dumped the catalytic converter cleaner in it. Something like that. And the check engine light disappeared. We're at 354 right now. Check engine light is still gone. And I scanned it with my code scanner, and not only is it showing no codes, it is showing that the system's rebooted, so it will pass emissions. That's something I forgot to point out before in the last video I made. When I scanned it, it was showing no codes, but it was also showing that it still wouldn't pass emissions, and a viewer pointed that out. Normally I have a big blue scanner, but this time I have a dongle plugged into the OBD2 port. But as you guys can see, we're 354 miles in. And since dumping the catalytic converter cleaner in it, we're at about half a tank. It's not even half, it's probably a quarter tank, honestly. We have 170 miles of range still. But we're gonna fill up anyway. And go from there. But so far, check engine light is gone. So if I were to go take it to do emissions, she would pass. So that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. But I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, guys, the check engine light has popped up. We're at 617 miles of all highways. You can see we've been getting good gas mileage. We're averaging 39.6 at 61 miles an hour average. So it basically lasts like 540 miles of no check engine light, but it is back. So it technically did work. $5. It did work enough for me to get my check engine light off to pass emissions. This will be the end of the video unless unless it goes away again. I'm also not driving, by the way. But if it goes away again, but yeah, what's it called? Guaranteed to pass. CRC. Technically worked enough for me to pass. We're also in Kentucky. Kentucky's a weird country, state. It's a weird state. And we're back on a kind of rainy, 65-ish degree day. With a part 2 to the Altima. Wasn't expecting to do this, but basically what happened was, I ended the video on the catalytic converter check engine light P0420 cleaner. After the light came back on, right? I realized how long I got until the light came off, and I was like, okay, light came off, light's back on. Well, update to that actually. About 300 miles after that light came back on, it disappeared again. And this time, it actually disappeared for about 2,500 miles. So we're back in the car. By the way, I've only driven like 15 miles since the trip. I just got back the night before. But We'll unplug this. Yes. So as you can see, the light is back on, right? But if you remember, if you guys look at the mileage, you'll see that there's like literally like 4,000 miles since the last update. If we go here, the trip A is at 4,321. There was a solid, like almost 3,000 miles where the light was gone. It was gone, it came back, and then it disappeared again for almost 3,000 miles. I tried to reset the trip computer so I can figure out how far away and do the math on when it disappeared, but I didn't get a chance to do that because I forgot. But the light's gone. Then it came back like recently, like within like the last like 400 miles. So that was pretty nice. I don't know why for like a split second it came on for a little bit, but I even forgot what I put in it. But whatever I put in it, you guys will see in the video. You guys will know what I'm talking about. It passed. When it disappeared again, I scanned it again. And at first it showed that there was something inside, or like there's no codes, but it wouldn't pass. And then after about another 100 miles, I scanned it again and it said it was pass, or it will pass. I scanned it like 8 more times throughout the drive and it continued to say pass, 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 pass until the light came back on. Now it's gonna fail again. But the light's back on. But it gave me probably in total, honestly, 3,000 miles. Let's just call it 3,000 miles even in total I got without the light on. So that was good. And for $5, that thing was supposed to be like $12 originally, and it said $7 on the sticker because I found it in the clearance section, and when I scanned it, it came to $5. And there's nothing wrong with the box, so I don't know why it was $5. But check your local Walmart. It's $5. And I had 3,000 miles where I had no light on the car, and I was able to pass emissions. So just wanted to give you guys a second update on that. Again, I didn't expect to make an update because I thought the light just disappeared for however long it disappeared for, and then it came back and that was the end of it. But no, it disappeared for a whole long time, most of the journey actually. And I wouldn't say it was all highway, because a lot of the highway, honestly, we got stuck in like Atlanta for like 4 hours with the crap traffic. A lot of city driving when I was in Miami and Florida, all up and down Florida and Tampa and stuff like that. Yeah. It worked. This one worked, I think. Compared to the Cataclean and the Rizlone, I think this one worked the best. Light disappeared by itself and it was gone for the longest. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update. I know these videos do pretty well. So this is the third chemical I've tried. Checking lights came back. I am going to not try another chemical for a while. I like to wait between, basically a crap ton of miles before I do the update videos, so that we know that it's burned its way through the system and nothing, it's not helping later on. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll respond. Please subscribe. 99% of you guys are not subscribing. And it'd be very helpful if you guys did. Or at least like the video, or comment, or subscribe. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.